Good morning, lovelies. It is Monday morning. It is unfortunately 7:05. Because I took yesterday completely off. I woke up this morning feeling like, whoa, I have all this stuff left to do. And I got distracted with it because that's what usually happens. So we are here today to talk about a little bit of a conversation that came up over Instagram. I believe this was last Friday, and about getting your workout in and finding time to get your workout in, and whether that means you are starting a new goal or you are just adjusting to something that has happened in life. For instance, motherhood. I almost said mommyhood, which I guess applies as well. I do work with a lot of new moms, and this is a topic that comes up a lot. So we're going to dive into that a little bit. So I wanted to focus on just one piece today. There are lots of different ways to start a habit that we've talked about in the past. Working with a coach, so somebody is there, waiting for you, guiding for you, giving you the things that you need that will get you to your goals fastest, as well as, doing what's achievable, starting with one small step at a time, etc., etc. But today we are going to specifically talk about the fact that there is this idea that you need to set a minimum. So you decide, for instance, I'm going to work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's what I'm going to work out. That's it. I use that because that's what I'm doing right now. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to work out. I'm just going to find time when I do. And that's typically how it goes. Sometimes I work out with the children. Sometimes I start. I realize it's not going to happen today. And we have to move the time to a different time, whether that's another day or nap time. Sorry, I really need this today. So instead... So when we do this minimum, even when we get to it, there's this idea in our heads that it is the minimum. So even though we got it done, there's this feeling like, oh, it's not enough. It was the bare minimum that you could do, the minimum, because that's kind of what we associate with the minimum. Or we set expectations with this all or nothing approach. We're going from zero to everything. So we briefly touched on it, this introduction of one small thing, but we decide we're going to make this huge everything change starting on Monday. And then we kind of throw ourselves in when either A, we haven't done it in a while, if you took a break, or you haven't done it at all and now you're developing this whole new habit. So these two things are not realistic. If you're coming on, throw me an emoji, let me know you're here, say hi. So we need to ease ourselves into that change one step at a time, as I said. So a great tool for achieving one small step at a time is to set a maximum time that you will do it. So say we're back to that Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll call it 5 minutes. And that's what I was calling it on Friday. And this will change. If it's meditation, I set it lower, but when it's workout, I set 5 minutes. So this can apply to if you're trying to introduce meditation to your life, yoga, weight training, cardio, 5 minutes. Most people can fit something into their day for 5 minutes. It is the maximum. That isn't to say that when the timer goes off in 5 minutes, and I highly recommend setting a timer, if the timer goes off in 5 minutes and you're on a roll and things are feeling good and you've got your thing down, keep going. But if at 5 minutes you're like, wow, I really got to get back to whatever it was that I had to do, then feel free to do that as well. Now, with that said, keep in mind that when you are weight training, you need a day off when you are working specific muscles. Okay? You need one day off to allow the muscles to recover. If you don't give yourself this day, it could lead to injury. Okay? So I'm just going to throw that out there because it's a conversation I've been having a few times recently. I know you want to get to your goals fast. Give yourself a day off. So there might be some days where you do surpass that 5 minutes. And other day, and that's great. That's just as great as actually doing the 5 minutes. But then the next time you hit that workout, go back to that 5 minute maximum. Don't think, oh, I did let's call it 20 minutes. Last time, my new maximum was 20 minutes. No. That's not how it works. 5 minutes. And you may be able to work out for more than 5 minutes. I'm not saying that this is a thing of, oh, I'm only going to do 5 minutes because it's all I can handle. No, this is more of a mental thing. Okay? This is more of a mind playing thing, especially when we're busy. And everyone can be busy for all kinds of different reasons. So, the trick is to not let the 20 minutes become the new normal. Go back to that 5 minutes. Especially if you've recently experienced a life change that makes your life a little busier. I give the example always of new moms. I'm a new mom, if I can call myself a new mom with an almost 60-month-old. But anyways, and if you were like me, returning to exercise and putting in 1 hour plus sessions at the gym every time I went in, then this might be hard to wrap your mind around. 5 minutes seems like a ridiculous concept because I'm not talking about that's all you are capable of physically. We are talking about allowing yourself that time to develop a new habit so that you can be successful in that habit. So I have like notes right here because I always get off track, so I started writing more notes. So yeah, whether it's a brand new habit or a brand new circumstances and reintroducing that habit or trying to switch that habit around to make sure that you are able to introduce it within your new circumstance. Then once 5 minutes feels like it's super achievable, because the example of new moms, the baby's getting older, they might have started to be okay with you working out and just watching you and be like, hey, what's going on today? And sometimes they'll join in and sometimes they'll be in the corner playing with their Legos or whatever. Then maybe that's when the time is to add a little bit more, but only if it seems realistic. If it doesn't seem realistic, don't do it. It's all good. 5 minutes is plenty. The fitness industry right now is turning towards these short 20-minute workouts. Seriously. That's the thing that everyone wants right now because we do live in a busy society. We do live in a busy society where people need those short little full body 20-minute workouts. So that's kind of where a lot of the fitness industry is going. I prefer when I have the chance to still do my traditional workout, especially when I'm coming to different phases. I need that full hour. When it comes to my burn phase, I'm in, out, done, like 20 minutes or less, because that's all I've got time for. I'm not particularly fond of the feeling of the burn phase, but I know it's important towards working towards my goals. So if you are online right now and you have any questions, feel free to pop them in there. I love how when I ask, is anybody online right now? I see a whole bunch of people pop up. It's like they I don't know. It's like they know that I'm talking to them. No pressure, just putting it out there. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments. If you're watching this in the replay, feel free to also pop them in the comments. If you're on Facebook, if you are on Instagram, throw them into my DMs. And I will make sure to answer them later. So I'll just give it like another 20 seconds, maybe. So yeah, just a little bit of a recap while I'm waiting for any questions. I love the 5-minute workouts. Yes, totally works. They totally work. There's ways that you can get it done, and it may not feel like it's ideal at the time, but if we're talking about nothing to something, 5 minutes is the way to go for sure. So yeah, just a little bit of a recap. We were talking today about maximum time limits, setting maximum time limits. So that way you feel good about it when you're done. You don't feel the pressure to do something more. We were talking about incorporating this into meditation, yoga, weight training, cardio, and just getting that stuff done. So no questions as of right now. So if anything comes up later on today, feel free to let me know. If you want to chat a little bit about setting up those 5-minute workouts or setting up a goal in terms of how you want to proceed, feel free to send me a message. Let me know. I will hook you up. aside from that, I'm going to let y'all go for the day. I hear some footsteps happening upstairs. It could be my husband getting ready for work, but it could also be the children. Well, one child. The other one's still in the crib and usually sleeps a little longer than this. But anyways, it was so fun. As always, come hang out with you on a Monday morning at 7 o'clock a.m. Set those maximum workouts. Let me know how it goes for you today. Seriously, or not today, but maybe in a week. Tomorrow I'll be touching base with, I think it was tomorrow or Thursday, I'll be touching base with everyone who set goals for the week. In one of my posts on Instagram, I mentioned, and Facebook too, that I would touch base with those who are setting up a very short, easy goal that they can accomplish this week, and for self-care specifically. So I'll be reaching out very shortly. It's not today. It's one of the days of the week that starts with a T. So whatever I said in the post, that's what I'll be checking in with you. It's either Tuesday or Thursday, the days of the week that start with the T. Anyway, so if you have anything else, nope, perfect, awesome. As always, fun hanging out with you on a Monday morning. I always say that, like, one day I'm going to make, like, a shorter than 10-minute video, and I really thought this one was going there. And then, I don't know. Maybe it was the whole, like, anybody have any questions? Anyways, thanks so much for joining me this morning, and I will talk to you again next Monday. As always, if there is something specific that you want me to talk about, let me know. It makes my job a little bit easier. And that way I know that whatever I'm saying is reaching the right person. So thanks again, and I will talk to you next week live, but I'm sure I'll be popping in and out of like stories and posts all week long. So thanks again for tuning in, and see you later.